My God, life is so good. Look what I've got. I've got all of these games here. I've got everything there, good. I've got my PSVR 2 there. I've got some games to get through. I've got Rebirth to get through. Let's go.
You and me, we're more ghosts than people. And none of that loyalty matters.
Jesus.
What are you gonna do? I'll be okay, but do it for me. It would make me feel good, if that makes any sense. You know, all that ever mattered to me was loyalty. That's all I knew. I ever believed in. Not anymore, John. Soon, you gotta go.
Just leave me alone. I don't want to hear anything about this anymore. Just go.
I like you, mister. You have a kind face.
It took me a long time to play Red Dead 2, mainly because it was during the lockdown of 2020.
Did you put your mask up?
It's over my nose.
Oh wow, that is too cool.
I decided to boot up my PS4 back then, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna give Red Dead 2 a try. And I think you guys will know. As soon as I booted it up on my PS4, welcome to Sony Airlines, make sure you strap in. But when I started YouTube and doing a lot more streaming, you guys told me you need to play and you need to stream Red Dead 2. And I thought, you know what, I need to play the game. At first I was like, okay, let's see how good this game is. I wasn't too keen on Arthur at the start. To be honest, I didn't actually really like him. And I thought, am I actually going to like this guy by the end of the game?
Really sorry for your son. It's a hell of a
I don't know, this is making me emotional, man.
Our time is pretty much past.
I completed the story and I remember feeling a little bit lost. So what did I do like any other gamer? I started playing other games that I had in my backlog. Rise of the Ronin, which I really enjoyed. I played Stellar Blade and I flipping loved that game. Alone in the Dark. Couldn't actually complete the first bit because there was a bug and it didn't work when I reset it, so I just gave up. Playing Final Fantasy Intermission, which I'm doing now because I'm getting ready for Rebirth. But one day something came over me. I was playing Rise of the Ronin and I just had to stop.
Hey, yes, I do.
Hey, easy now. Pretty big one.
That's Jeremiah.
Whoa, none of that.
I had the sudden urge to pick up Red Dead 2 again, and at the time I didn't complete the epilogue, so I played through the whole epilogue of this game, and I remember feeling a sense of peace. I just loved playing as John, and being a damn farmer, I was cleaning up cow shit, moving hay, feeding the animals. I looked around and thinking, this is a perfect game. I feel complete. I feel like this isn't just a game, this is an experience. And I don't think there's a game that has ever come close to this in recent years. Talking about the game mechanics, the open world, the sheer scope of this game. I can't remember the last time I felt so touched by a game. Yes, I love The Last of Us, but this is a totally different game because there is just so much to do. I just cannot wait to play this game again because with Arthur, my first playthrough, I wanted to be a good cowboy. I decided to be a good Samaritan. I rarely did did any bad things. That is where the game just begins, because I want to do another playthrough and I just want to be bad. I want to see what it's like. Yes, let's choose all the different dialogue options. There's so much flipping choice in terms of missions, how you are to other people, and I just want to be bad. I haven't even touched the open world. Legendary animals, skinning animals to take to the trapper to make incredible outfits, collect cigarette cards, dinosaur bones, treasure maps, rock carvings, finding the gravestones of your fallen comrades. The list goes on. I've just done the missions and some of the side content. I just feel like this is a game you could play endlessly. Yes, we have Rockstar's next game in GTA 6, and there is no doubt that that is going to be an incredible game. Will it be even better than Red Dead 2? Can you really compare the two? I'm not too sure. I just feel like the whole setting and the characters with Red Dead 2 hits differently. It hits a lot harder in terms of emotion. GTA 5, I loved the game, but it didn't really hit hard in terms of the characters and the emotion. Like, it was an amazing game, but Red Dead 2 is just so much more emotional. You get more emotional connection to these characters. And in GTA 5, I just love running over people. But with Red Dead 2, it's the subtle little details that you might not even realize. And even after all of these years, people are still finding out new secrets and hidden details. Even earlier in the game, at the start, when you save one of the female characters when you go into the town, you'll know what I mean. Depending on what you do to the guy, whether you knock him out or you kill him or something like that, there is a slight change in dialogue from the woman when she's describing what happened.
They pay to hit her, you goddamn animal. Come here! Who's talking now, huh?
You okay? Sure. He only punched me. Arthur punched him a lot harder.
They pay to hit her, you goddamn animal. Come here! I paid.
You okay? Sure. He only punched me. Arthur did a lot worse to him.
All right, then.
When I saw this, I was like,
Oh my gosh, how did you even notice this? How did they even put in this detail?
with Arthur and the gang, you are always on the run. You notice early on the positivity in the camp. You have parties, you play games, and it's just an incredible atmosphere. We survived the mistress of her trade and dealt it out all day. With no spoilers, by the end of the last third of the game, a lot of shit has gone down, and you start to notice the different aura in the camp. You start to notice the characters are a little more deflated.
I gave you all I had! All of you!
It is reflected. You see the emotion, you hear it from characters, and it's like, wow. And as you develop relationships with Dutch, Lenny, Hosea, Sadie, John, you start to make up your own mind about these characters, whether you hate them or you love them. My mind started going crazy throughout the game because I was like, no, I think I like this guy. No, I don't think I like this guy. Where's this gonna go? And you're just not sure. Like Dutch, I remember at the start, I was like, I do like Dutch. The way the characters change over time, it just messes with your head. And in terms of the gameplay and the combat, arguably, The Last of Us Part 2 is probably one of the best, if not the best gameplay in gaming history so far in terms of those mechanics, like the ability to go prone, the combat, the effects, the gore. Don't get me wrong though, Red Dead 2 is incredible, but I think Part 2 edges it slightly. But my gosh, with Red Dead 2, the way you walk, the way you get on and off your horse, the horse mechanics are insane.
Jesus Christ.
Shit.
It's just so realistic. I don't think I've ever seen better horse mechanics ever. The gunplay in this. This is fun. There is so much to think about, making sure you have sufficient health, using your Deadeye, which man, I had to use that a hell of a lot, making sure to purchase foods and medicine, horse reviver, in case you need to revive your horse. No! Thor! No! I can't revive him! Oh guys, I'm gonna cry. Why can't I can't revive him? But with the missions that you need to get your guns out and get out of this, it's the sheer adrenaline and excitement through these missions. There was no mission that I felt like it was boring. It just flowed. You have the action and the flipping missions where you have to just shoot everyone and get out. Mainly because Dutch is so dumb and he believes in his own damn plans all the time.
You need to get your head right.
And then you have missions where you're just going fishing with your buddies. You feel a sense of calm.
Old trees and great plains we saw when we went back for Sean. Well, look at us now, huh? It could be worse.
This is where you build the relationships with the other characters. I loved slowing the pace down of the game, and I was like, you know what? Let's go fishing. I love gaming, and if you know me by now, I really do love a range of different games. A lot of people may say, how do you like so many games? I can just appreciate all different types of games, no matter how good a game may be. Playing something like Red Dead 2, it wouldn't put me off playing a smaller indie game. I love games like Rise of the Ronin, RoboCop, Banishers, Prince of Persia. I'm saying these sort of games because some of you might not even give them a chance. But I remember just after playing Red Dead 2, Rockstar raised the bar so high when it comes to gaming that when I went back to playing games like Rise of the Ronin or I tried Alone in the Dark, I just remember feeling such an emptiness in me. I just felt like I want to play Red Dead 2. Nothing comes close to it. Has this changed me how I look at future games, where I used to find a lot of love in a range of different games, but playing games like Red Dead 2, even Elden Ring in terms of gameplay, will I go back to other games now and be like, you know what? The bar's raised so high that I don't even want to play these other games. Some of you may understand what I'm saying because I see it on a comment of the video I did a while back on Red Dead 2, and the amount of love for this game still after all of these years. Arguably, because I didn't play much of the PS4 generation, Red Dead 2 is up there for one of the best games, and it's a PS4 game. And it's crazy when you think of it like that, because we are like how many years into this generation? I feel like this game is one of the best games I've ever played, and I've only scratched the surface of this game. And if I wasn't doing YouTube and playing a range of different games and trying to get reviews out, I probably would have just been playing Red Dead 2 for the next 3-4 months, because I'm like that. When I play one game and I love it, I go in with all of that game. Even when I was playing Stellar Blade, I didn't want to come off playing that game. I just wanted to experience everything about that game. And if you're someone who is put off by playing Red Dead 2 because of the 30 FPS, don't be. It really doesn't affect the game in any way. And I was someone, I was like, no, I'm gonna wait for maybe a 60 FPS update. It's not like a first person shooter where you really do see the difference from the 30 to 60 FPS. It didn't take away any enjoyment. Honestly, when I say, if that's the only thing that's putting you off, you need to play it. And I'm not sure when I'll be playing my second playthrough of that game, but I cannot wait to do another playthrough. Some games, when I play them for the second time, they get better. Now I can actually take my time and not rush the story. Now I can just go in the open world and just get killed by a flipping lion or a bear. Are you similar to me? Was it a game that when you stopped playing, you just couldn't play another game? Or does it make you look at gaming in a different way now? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let me know. Well, let's take a look at the comment of the day from my previous video, the news video from the other day. Shout out to P. I'm loving the DLC. Beat 5 bosses and all of them are amazing. It's hella hard though. Main game was a joke in comparison. Thanks to the comment, dude, and I know you're someone who's been helping me throughout the live streams with Elden Ring. My gosh, you've helped out more than you know, trust me. And even though I just beat Mog or Mahog, that was so hard. I've heard so many people talk about the DLC to Elden Ring and how flipping hard it is. I saw a video that there's even Steam reviews it's turned to mix because of how hard it is, even though you got people that are ridiculous amount of level. I've heard they've just made it so hard. Most people probably will love it, but I think people were put off because they thought because they're high level on the main game, this is going to be a breeze. I think I'll carry on playing the main game, beat it, level up, and listen to you guys when it comes to what I should do next. How do I need to improve for all of these new bosses? It took me so long to beat Mahog. I still can't believe I did it. Man, I don't miss dying on that.